Hello, namaskar. My name is Shivansh Padhy, and I'm here to present you Boundless Energy's first project, the Living Tech. It is a renewable energy source, alternative, green, and I think it'll revolutionize the world we live in today. So, an overview of what Boundless Energy is. It's a company that strives to find alternative energy sources that rival the ones that are there today, but also to use them in an efficient manner so it advances the world. The Living Tech is the first project that Boundless Energy is doing, and I think you'll be interested on how it works. So the problem with what we have today is we have tons of technological gadgets. I'll just look at this room. And usually when you're in a remote area of some sort, or in some kind of cruise, or on a plane, or on a long road trip, it's hard to find an outlet to recharge these devices at any given time. The solution that we're proposing is to use the excess human body heat, convert that into electricity, and use that to recharge your devices. Basically, we want you to become the outlet for all of your energy needs. So it sounds kind of outlandish at first, but here are the numbers. A typical smartphone battery has the following specifications. It's about 5 volts, gives about 3,000 milliamp hours, and is about 0.625 watts. The body produces about 116 watts per hour on average. That is a tremendous amount of energy, and that's more than enough to power multiple electronic objects at once. So, marketing and revenue standpoint, competition-wise, currently there is no commercial product in the market today that provides this kind of capability. Therefore, if we are the first to enter, we will have a huge revenue potential. Speaking of revenue, think about this. There are 7 billion people in the world. About 6 billion of them are cell phone subscribers. If we target only 10% of them at $19.99 per unit, that generates about $12 billion. And that's just a drop in the ocean. And if a drop is that much money, just imagine how much the ocean is. So, marketing standpoint, we want to sell this technology directly through cell phone operators, like AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile, because they can sell this in a plan or some kind of package with their phones, and it directly gets to the market. Internet and TV ads with Facebook, YouTube, newspaper, they arouse public awareness. In addition to that, we want to license this technology to cell phone manufacturers like Nokia or Motorola, because they can integrate this technology right into their phones. So the conversion rate of the heat to electricity is much faster and much more efficient. Okay. So potential markets, I've got divided into 4 categories. The last one is a bit special. The first one is phase 1. This is the first year of initial release. It's only in the US and is primarily targeted at cell phone consumers, consumers in the areas of cell phones, MP3 players and iPods, digital cameras and laptops. The reason to this is because everyone uses these kind of technology every single day. It would be the most useful thing to put forward. After phase 1, we move to year 2, or phase 2. In this phase, we move on to the rest of North America. We expand to Central and Latin America as well, and Europe. In addition to this, we also incorporate other medical devices, such as hearing aids or pacemakers, and emergency lighting systems in rooms or buildings. Phase 3 is all about getting to the global market and getting everyone to buy our product. In addition to that, we include a couple more gadgets like walkie-talkies, emergency radios, camping kits, flashlights, portable DVD players, so it rounds off the list of how many things our technology is compatible with. The fourth one, well, phase 4 and phase 5, I've grouped into a category I like to call the future. Phase 4 is more of integrating this technology into fire departments and room and home heat. And then phase 5 is something I like to call a futuristic style hybrid home. What happens is, say this room is our home. In each of the walls and in the ceilings, this technology is installed. And so throughout the day, throughout the night, it takes your body heat that you're radiating, collects it and converts that into electricity, and stores that electricity into a battery. And then the homeowner can set a certain time, say from 8:30 a.m. to 12 o'clock p.m. And from that time, the traditional electricity is turned off, and the electricity that has been generated from your body heat turns on. So therefore, when your electrical bill comes to your house, it's almost half, because you're not using the same amount as you are previously. Okay, so financial-wise, startup capital, we need about $250,000. Reason, this is for 1 year's rent of expenses, we think about $75,000. We want to take this technology and put it into a niche semiconductor chip, and negotiations with semiconductor companies for this would be around $55,000. Intellectual property rights and patents, $10,000. Accounting and legal work, another $10,000. And then advertising would take about $100,000. Because of the way we're structured, we should break even within the first 6 months. This is a chart with all the profit and loss statements. As you can see, first year, because it's just at US, gross income is $1.2 billion. However, the expenses in the first year are always at this peak, and so by that time, the net profit is about $600 million. However, if you look at it, it goes from $600 million to around $2 billion in the second year. The third year, it goes to around $5 billion, then $10 billion, and then around $14 billion. And that happens because every year, the expenses go lower and lower because the efficiency becomes higher and higher. So that's that. And then here's a graph showing the total gross income on blue, total expenses on the orange, and the net profit and loss on the red. Each one starts off steadily, but then shoots up exponentially because of the growth rate. And now, I'd like to demonstrate this concept with what's in that box. I'm just going to do it on the table because basically what this is just a prototype. It's just a proof of concept. This is a Peltier chip. What it does, it takes the Peltier effect / Seebeck effect, and it, using thermocouples inside, it takes the temperature differential from the heat of your hand. I'm just going to use my hand for this demonstration. And the temperature differential, the heat and the cold. Thermocouples inside, you get into electric current. Goes through here, gets the LED light. So, I'm going to do any trick. Put it on, and if the lights are turned off, you guys can see here. And even when I take off my hand, it continues to light because the electric current is still there. So basically, that's just a proof of concept. And even though it's such a small thing, it can be made into anything like a belt. You can put in your shoe, anything. And you put in flashlights, and it can be mass produced. And with that, I'd like to leave you guys with Boundless Energy's Hope for the Future. I want you to imagine a world where you are the source of power for all your energy needs. Thank you.
Time for questions? Brilliant idea, for sure. I think this is stretching the imagination, and I think you have come up with something that could be actually reality someday. If I thought the previous presentation was ambitious, I think yours is 10 times as ambitious. The question is, how much heat is generated, or how much energy is generated per hour from this prototype? Have you done any calculations regarding that?
I haven't had much time to calculate things like that. If you're asking how long it would take to recharge something, it wouldn't take much longer than it would for a regular USB. Say if it's an iPod to connect it to a laptop, the same amount of time that would take, it should take around the same amount of time from, say, a belt. But calculation-wise, how much is converted per hour, I haven't gotten into that. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. Is there anyone else who's actually doing this?
Currently, there is no one else doing this kind of thing. You can search that up for yourself, which is why I previously said the other thing. If we're the first to come to the market, that creates a huge revenue jump because no one else is there to compete with you. Of course, there's the other like solar energy, but because it's a new type of energy, people are going to be way more interested.
Shivansh, first of all, this is an excellent idea out of the box. So your thinking is excellent, I would say. You're not thinking a classical way. So that's where it will take you a lot of places. Have you done a study on what is the energy conversion efficiency? How much energy you're giving in